My grandma caught me with my cousin in bed doing it, and you won't believe what happened next. Let me tell you a story. Before this gets wild, hit that subscribe button. You're going to want to see the entire story to the end. It all started on a lazy Sunday afternoon. The sun was filtering through the windows, birds chirping outside, and the house was quiet. Too quiet. My cousin and I were in the living room messing around with one of our usual ridiculous games. Nothing serious, or so I thought. We had been joking, teasing each other, trying to one-up the other in a silly competition that involved sneaky moves and ridiculous dares. Everything was harmless, at least it felt that way. Suddenly, from the corner of my eye, I saw movement. My heart skipped a beat. And then it hit me. My grandma was standing there, arms crossed, staring at us with the kind of look that could stop a hurricane. I froze. My cousin froze. Time slowed down. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. I thought she had seen everything. Every little chaotic move we had made, every ridiculous dare we had attempted. Grandma took a step closer, her eyes narrowing. I tried to come up with an excuse, but my brain completely shut down. My cousin whispered, "Play it cool." I nodded, but how do you play it cool when your grandma's staring at you like she's about to reveal a secret punishment straight out of a horror story? She didn't say a word, just kept staring. The silence was deafening. I could hear my own heartbeat pounding in my ears. Minutes felt like hours. Every creak of the floorboard, every whisper of wind outside, every subtle tick of the clock, it all felt magnified. We were trapped in the suspense of the moment. One wrong move, one wrong word, and I was sure we were doomed. If you're still here, hit that like button and subscribe. Trust me, you don't want to miss how this ends. The suspense only gets crazier. Grandma slowly walked closer, her footsteps echoing in the room. My cousin and I exchanged panicked glances. I opened my mouth, ready to say something, anything to diffuse the tension. She tilted her head. Then she spoke. But what she said wasn't what I expected. Her words were calm, almost bored, yet somehow they made the entire situation 10 times worse. She asked, "What on earth are you two doing?" Her voice was like a whisper that could slice through steel. We stammered, laughed nervously, waved our hands. Nothing sounded right. Every explanation felt worse than staying silent. I could feel the suspense building. Every second stretched longer than the last. I couldn't believe how fast the room seemed to shrink around me. Grandma came closer, leaning in like she wanted to inspect us. My mind raced. I tried to remember all the stories I'd heard about kids in trouble, all the warnings from parents, all the dramatic punishments. Then, just when I thought I would faint from tension, something unexpected happened. She laughed. Not a sharp, angry laugh, not a scolding laugh, but a warm, amused laugh that shook her shoulders and made the tension in the room melt just slightly. "You two are ridiculous," she said. "I can't believe I just walked in on this nonsense." We looked at each other, trying not to laugh too hard, realizing just how absurdly tense we had let the situation become. And here's the twist. The whole time, what she had caught us doing wasn't what it seemed at all. We weren't doing anything inappropriate, not even close. It was a silly dare involving a banana and some whipped cream, a ridiculous challenge we had dared each other to complete, and somehow in the chaos, it looked like something much worse than it was. Grandma saw it all, laughed, and walked away, muttering something about raising crazy kids who think everything is a secret scandal. We looked at each other, trying not to laugh too hard, realizing just how absurdly tense we had let the situation become. And that's the story of how my grandma caught me with my cousin, and it turned out to be completely ridiculous. Crazy? Absolutely. Suspenseful? You bet. Hilarious? Definitely. Now it's your turn. Drop a random word in the comments. Anything at all. I'll turn it into the next wild story. You might even see your word as the title of the next video. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what happens next.